Any other committees?
Announcement for cleanup committee. This is going to sound familiar. Pick up your trash, please. We are grown-ups. We are adults. If you are older than 2 years old, I expect you to clean up your trash. That includes cigarette butts. Thank you.
Okay, GA process committee. On Monday, there is on the agenda, there's a motion that I wrote up. It's to change the GA process to simple majority system. So that decision is actually on the agenda on Monday. So if you want to partake in that, please come Monday. And tomorrow, I was thinking of having a working group to talk about it. So I was thinking of having it at noon tomorrow. So how many people would actually be interested in going to that tomorrow? Right here. One.
We do have one point of clarification.
Doesn't that go through a facilitation committee?
Yeah,
They do meet on Mondays at 5:30. That's the exact time you're wanting. Why don't you go to their meeting and talk to them? Because that's what that committee's for.
Okay. Well, just in case anyone else wanted to talk about it, I was thinking, but it's not a lot of people, so we probably won't do it. Sorry.
Any other committees?
Committee announcement in the works to be revealed tomorrow at the GA meeting on Saturday is a plan for Occupy Congress, support here in San Diego to Occupy Congress, and just to let everybody know we're working on the details on that.
Clarification? Which committee?
Committee to plan an event to support our brothers in Congress.
I guess that would be direct action outreach.
A direct action outreach program.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
Got it.
Operation Support Occupy Congress.
Okay.
So there's a location here where we would go on the 17th, where we would rally there, all the different Occupy, whoever in San Diego wants to get together to rally there and protest NDAA, and also in solidarity and support of Occupy Congress. And I understand that 17th is the official starting date.
17th is the official starting date.
Any other committee meetings?
Education.
Education.
There's committee meeting tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and there's also a teaching at the same time. So,
Can you repeat that, please?
there's a committee meeting tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m., and there's a teacher on
What's the
equality
committee?
at the same time. Education.
Education, gotcha.
Resources Committee Working Group update. We decided that OSD property went for large things that will be used for 24-hour checkouts will be housed at ASD at the ASD house. This is just what we were deciding in our working group. It's still going to go into a proposal. We're not going to be instituting it by ourselves. Last time we talked about having a box here to house property that can be checked out for just a checkout system. Hopefully 24 hours here when we do start that up. Resources Committee still meets Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock.
Any other committees?
Finance Committee. Finance Committee is required by our process to notify the GA when our balance falls under $1,000, which it has today. Our balance right now is $951.09. We also have a check request that was approved today for $129.87, and the van expenses, which will be something just under about $160. So that will be also coming out of that balance. We have had no activity online or otherwise as far as collecting donations since the 5th of January. End of report.
Is the website, donation site still open?
Yeah.
What's the donation website?
We have a donation site on the web, donateoccupysd.com. It can be accessed through there. It can be accessed from the donate button on our webpage. It can be accessed through activistsandiego.org. There's a lot of ways to go through it. It's on Facebook. The link to our donation sites in the Facebook postings. It's a lot of places. But frankly, in the emails that have been the Ray's email blast and other emails that go out from here, when we first put up that website, it was consensus that it was the one and only exclusive place to donate to Occupy. But over the course of time, other donate sites have popped up. There's now at least 4, maybe 5 that go out in Ray Lutz's email. Links to donations for bail, donations for the Greyhound bus trip was included in there. Strictly, technically speaking, by our own consent process, all of that should be going through the Finance Committee, so there's one receptacle for it, and there's one place that's accountable for it. It's leaked out and diffused itself now. That's up to whoever, that's on whoever did it. All the process is in place here, and it's technically a violation of our process, but whatever.
Will, did you have a point of information?
The OccupySD.org site is now down, so you cannot donate there anymore.
Say it again.
The OccupySD.org site is down.
Well, you never could donate there. There was a link that sent you to our donate
Well,
page.
yeah,
from there.
but there's no
That's
more
not on
spot
there.
to donate right there.
The donate page is still up and accessible from a lot of different places.
There's a new Occupy media site, independent media site. Is the button on the new one?
I don't know that because I wasn't aware there was a new Occupy site. Nobody's asked Finance for the link to that. I've sent it out to a whole lot of places. Anybody wants to give me an email address to send the link to, I'll be happy to check it all out.
When does that go down?
That was today. I actually, I do have an emergency proposal to do, but it can wait until after the rest of the agenda.
Kyle, is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
No question.
Any other committees?
Yes. Working group for the Southern California
Summit.
Which is going to be March 4th. February 4th, excuse me. February 4th. Right now, I'm pretty sure that we have it from 12 to 6 o'clock at the Cultural Center of La Raza, up here at Balboa Park, next door to the World Beach Center. So that is the announcement. Anything further, we'll let you know.
There's a meeting tomorrow at 11:30 too.
And there's a meeting tomorrow at 11:30.
I heard that the first one was someplace else and then the second one is here.
The second one is here.
So that's the one that's going to be at Balboa Park?
Don't get what you mean. Which
So
one?
that'll be March 4th?
March 4th.
It's the one we're hosting at Balboa Park.
Exactly.
This isn't the SoCal one. This is just San Diego County. The SoCal one's tomorrow, actually, up at Long Beach. It's
Exactly.
SoCal.
But the second one's going to be down here.
Very possibly, but that hasn't been decided yet.
Oh, so that's where everyone's going tomorrow.
We're hoping, but actually, suddenly they're being really standoffish and saying that we can't even get on the agenda with that. It's kind of bizarre. Kind of bizarre. People in Long Beach are saying that we cannot get on the agenda, even though that was what we talked about in the conference call. We're talking about having it down here to not get on the agenda. It's kind of bizarre.
We're breaking down into discussions. I know this is important, but you've already set a time and a place for a meeting. We have to break the discussion. Yeah.
Sure, but he had a question that's very pertinent too. I mean, that is another huge one, which is part of what this committee is about. So actually, I think it is kind of on point. You're right, it's a little bit side, but yes.
Okay. Question answered. Any more working groups or committees? All right, why don't we break into groups of 4 now for some crowdsourcing?
Were you going to draw?
I don't have the papers with me, so group of 4 over here, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, All right, we're gonna take about 10 minutes for some crowdstorming. We'll come back together and see what comes out of crowdstorming.
What to discuss at DA?
Well, yeah, crowdstorming. Thank you. Crowdstorming is your opportunity to talk about anything to bring forward to GA to get on the next day's agenda. So if you have some ideas or something that you would like to bring forward to GA, there should be the opportunity within a group to bring it forward.
Something that doesn't happen before.
No, I don't think so. Only because I don't think people are starting. We need to come forward in the form of a single.
I'm not surprised. It's a big media fallout. So what does that mean? I'm not surprised that it is going down. There's probably outside of all the different problems, and now it's starting.
Okay, so well, I bought the domain sending was decided to have I found this service called and I can go through the lease for $60 a year from the website. And I could do it through them free, but you have very limited access on the and they have like an advertisement that's around all that.
Then I got in touch with them recently.
I mean, all we wanted, I think all we should use the website. We don't even need Facebook.
Yeah,
You can turn it into like a blog.
we want to talk about having that in San Diego, get that on the agenda there. No, this might just be just a one-off meeting, so it happens after the meeting. Anytime you have a series of meetings, the last thing you do is tell you one the next meeting. So they did plan ahead, and then we're going to have this meeting up there.
I already did it though.
It's like, we don't be on anything like GA. And that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, how can I do this?
Just waiting on woman. She decides to go, then it's 5 minutes. If she doesn't decide to go, that's exactly. That's why it's depending on her.
I'm sorry. I hope all the men here agree with that.
Yeah, that's why I told her I'd wait for her to decide before I do the names, because if she wants to go, she's on that.
And that has one of the things that occupies San Diego County. That's exactly that. Very next week. So we're going to be at the that occupies San Diego County. And almost simultaneously that happened with SoCal unfortunately.
There's a lot of people who get really nervous now.
So you could, but I mean, this one's going to be on the 4th. I don't know. Democratic Convention. I mean, the second one, the 4th one.
Is this an age?
That's what
For what?
Exactly.
Well, right now we're just in crowds
For the very next week, Democrats.
Storming for what?
just talking about what the Democrats and then if we come up with some stuff,
They haven't put it on the
basically because there's nothing on the agenda.
It's the state's Democratic Party. They do it every year someplace for 3 years.
But like we had a bunch of people go to DC today, we have a whole bunch of people doing other things, we have a group going to Long Beach tomorrow.
Why?
We have a lot.
Oh, why are we in Long Beach?
There's a parade tomorrow in Long Beach.
Well, it's true that Ralph's there.
DC is occupied.
So that's the bus?
He's got a lot of money, but
The van. Where's the
Exactly. This is the president.
I don't know the address. Yeah.
And that's going to have all the
where's the big enough so that where's the Occupy?
I mean, that's what it
We're not sure yet. We're either going to be marching with Veterans for Peace, or we're going to be marching with Occupy the Hood, who has an official spot.
Occupy the Hood?
Yeah, they have a spot in the parade. They just don't know where at.
Okay.
So that's why we wanted to have it down here.
So if I go to Occupy LA somewhere,
Occupy Long Beach. If you go there. And then the group that left for DC, Occupy Congress, is going on.
Also, Democrats. The idea.
3 minutes. 3 minutes left to fire crowdstorming.
Is there going to be anyone, any occupier at the anything that's been organized here at the parade?
For which parade?
There is no parade.
We got 3 minutes left. We can talk about the crowd.
Okay, sorry for
Well, this is kind of what crowds are.
Long Beach is still going.
Is that
Sure, anyone wants to know, like, maybe the parade, it's a Martin Luther King parade, and then Sunday there's a Martin Luther King parade here. Oh yeah, we do have something planned for that as well. And that one, we're marching, the vets are marching with Veterans for Peace, and everybody else is marching with another occupied group.
Okay. So the occupied contention is going to meet where?
We are meeting. Sorry, I know where this.
No, that's okay.
But we're supposed to be meeting somewhere down here. Do you remember where we're supposed to be meeting on Sunday?
I don't know.
Alright, let's go ahead and reform GA.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and reform.
Mic check.
Mic check.
What time is GA tonight?
It's right now.
It's going on right now.
You are here. You have joined.
Mic check.
Mic check.
You're stopping.
He's just a hard blocking off post. So wrote a song about the hard blocking off. That was a cool one last night. That was one hell of a hard block.
So, I thought you were going to DC.
No,
Group 1.
no, Long Beach.
Jason, would you be able to give us a status update on media if we asked?
Mic
No.
check.
Mic check.
We've returned to GA.
Return to GA.
Please respect
Please respect
the GA process.
the GA process.
Group 1, who is your speaker?
Well, at first we were talking about the page being taken down today or hacked or whatever happened with that, and we talked about that, and we talked about how the drama between the media teams and everything became so personal that our page shut down. And then this gentleman here asked for information about the parade, and I explained to him what we're doing tomorrow, what we're doing Sunday, and what's going on with the trip to DC. That's pretty much what we talked about.
Group 2.
Okay, as far as having some kind of focal point for a rally on the 17th so we could have some sort of action there in support of Occupy Congress and also bring attention to the NDAA bill. That's pretty much, I think, why Occupy Congress is kind of happening, sort of. So we need to find out where the hell Barbara Boxer is supposed to be speaking on the 17th and maybe have the rally there. Or if somebody knows some spot that makes sense that would sort of represent Congress or something where we be a place to rally at. Not necessarily march to, but everybody show up there to rally. That was the first thing. So where's Barbara Boxer, and is that a good place to go rally on the 17th? The second thing was Occupy City College on the 17th. They've been asking for a lot of help for us to come up and help with their occupation. It all just got sidetracked with finals and holiday. But on the 17th, they're going to be there. We should saturate City College with every positive anything from Occupy at all. It should just have the perception of it being occupied. And they're Occupy SD in support of Occupy City College. I'm a student there. A lot of people that occupy here are students there, so it's not like we're going to be invading their territory. It's our territory, you know. There's a free speech plaza there. It's an open campus. And the bookstore account's still available, so no one's in class. They're all there getting stuff done. They're all standing around in lines. So go there, put up literature, put up flyers, bring your Occupy clothes, Occupy banners, make Occupy banners and tape and just stick them around. There'll be stuff all over the place. But I think that's very, very important to make sure that we have as many people just bombing them out, just occupy the hell out of City College on the 17th. And we can also do outreach there to get more people to come over to the rally, give them out flyers about what NDAA is, what Occupy SD is, whatever. And that was it.
And to
sorry, more.
In addition to that statement, I would like to say if we have any information on contacting the other Occupy groups in San Diego, as far as Occupy the Hood, Occupy Barrio, and any of those other groups, then hopefully we can bring them in.
Yeah, get as many groups as we can. Not only contact them and tell them to come and rally for a Occupy Congress Solidarity Rally, which is really what it is, just a solidarity rally for every Occupy San Diego, Barrio, whoever. And also, if we can get a flyer printed up to really go out and hand it out, when you got all those different groups all coming together, it just makes it look more. It's a really good presentation. So whatever Occupy, there's an official, City College, SD, Logan, the Hood, wherever, Occupy Vista, anything, we should put that on our flyer and try to contact them all to come to the rally on the 17th.
Do we have something in the form from your group that we could make as a proposal to put on the agenda for tomorrow's GA to vote on?
Not really. There's just too many question marks, like where to go. Where I mean, the City College is pretty self-explanatory, just right there. As far as the 17th, like where would be the spot? I heard Barbara Boxer is speaking, so maybe we should go there and rally. There'll be cameras and stuff and that kind of thing. So we need to know what's going on. So I guess
why don't we take a quick temperature check to finding out where Barbara Boxer is going to be speaking on the 17th, and seeing if this is something that, just from a general feeling, we want to move forward with. So can I get in support? Maybe kind of not feeling it?
I'm just going to find out.
Any no's? Okay, let's move forward on figuring out where Barbara Boxer is going to be on the 17th.
And in addition to that, one more thing, I'm sorry. A proposal is being drawn up, and tomorrow will be presented before the General Assembly for further verification on all points.
What time? What time is the City College? You mentioned it yesterday at GA as well. What time is the City College thing start?
People get there early because they're standing in long lines. They put up a sign saying the campus is closed from 11 to 6, a little preemptive strike against occupation. But I'm planning on being there like 6, 7 in the morning. And you could go there any day to outreach, to go around and hand out flyers, to make contact, make any kind of whatever. But it would be nice when somebody walks on City, they should, every wall, every hallway should have some kind of Occupy somewhere, something. And us walking around, it should seem like, who the hell are these freaks? Where they come from? And for everybody up there that's into it, that's already doing it, they're going to feel really empowered, really empowered. So whoever's got literature, anything, all this stuff we used to pass out when it was the People's Village, all the crap I got shoved on my backpack, anything positive Occupy, just be there. And wear Occupy, show them Occupy, be a billboard. So all day, but as early as possible. And classes don't start for another like 4 days.
Okay. Are you in contact with the Occupy City College people?
Yeah, they've been down here a lot before to go up. It's just everything got stuck with finals and holiday, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I went up there and they were doing their own GAs on a Thursday. So they're already doing their own thing. Somebody came by to do a survey when I was there checking my email and about Occupy. So they're already doing it. They just want us to come up and help them out. So now it's time to bust out there and get them going. And then there are going to be hundreds and thousands. And that's the outreach to the Hood. That's the outreach to Logan. That's the outreach to everything. Who goes to City? Mainly Latinos and poor people. Who's getting screwed the most in America? Hardcore. So they have a lot of reasons to march. They just don't believe it's true. So we got to go and show them, because the TV and paper ain't going to do it. You know? Is there another something?
Yeah. I'm with Outreach, and I just contacted the Outreach. I don't know, is anybody here with Outreach Committee?
Sure, I am.
Of course, we all are in a sense, but like I don't know if we've had a committee meeting in a while. So I just contacted them yesterday, trying to get literature and stuff for us to pass out up here. But I'll work on making some that's NDAA orientated, and I'll talk to Outreach about printing some off. Anybody else who knows what you can print off.
Do you know Damien? Is Damien still printing stuff off?
She's up here too.
I don't think he has access to that machine. Pat.
Okay.
Yeah, Pat
Bring you
makes
into a conversation.
from finance. He does all our printing.
Can we take this action offline after GA?
Print it. Just ask about it. Right.
Okay, anything else, Group 2?
I can bring something.
Group 3.
Okay. The other guy, I guess, had to leave. We discussed basically his prior announcement about Occupy Southern California and the logistics of that. And they're having the same problems all Occupies haven't communicated, it looks like. And we also had questions about media, but no one knows about it, so that's fine.
Group 4. Bill?
So we were discussing ways to fundraise more and what we could possibly do because our funds are so low. So we have the concert going on a little bit later on the 20th, and we have flyers to pass out for that. But we're all flyers about creative things to sell at farmers markets potentially for Occupy San Diego, and not here anymore. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we could bake goods and we could make goods and we can sell them and use the farmers markets as outreach opportunities as well as fundraising opportunities and getting together with our local vendors. Maybe some of them will even donate food. Like maybe they'll see us and they'll be like, hey, bring this down to Occupy. And then also some people were talking about the Long Beach trip tomorrow and what the motivations were for that. And, yeah.
The other thing that we also need to do is I need to bring up an emergency proposal. We don't have an agenda, so I'm just bringing it up right here. The two people who are on the media team, Rick and Will Gagan, have officially said that they are leaving the movement, and they still are in control of the Occupy San Diego Twitter website and Facebook group, and my proposal was to request the admin privileges and passwords in all Occupy San Diego property and media back to GA and Occupy San Diego facilitation. So, point of clarification.
Just point of clarification, real quick. They're not. They're leaving Occupy San Diego. They're not leaving the Occupy movement.
Yeah,
but they are. But they are leaving Occupy San Diego.
Yeah, but they have a whole bunch of Occupy San Diego things,
understood.
like the website, Twitter, and all this.
Ernie?
What exactly? You said they have Occupy San Diego property. What exactly do they have other than those Twitter and Facebook privileges? Do they what kind, laptop or what?
There's
kind?
still the iPad that Will Gagan has, but also if those servers were donated, then we do need those servers back. I personally don't know, but we need to request at least the admin privileges right now, and we'll like my proposal is the admin privileges, not necessarily the property. Yeah.
Okay. So if I could,
for how long are we going to continue asking them to give back like the websites and stuff? Because they haven't been responding to these requests.
Until GA decides that the OccupySD.org URL and the Occupy SD Twitter account and this Facebook group no longer represent Occupy San Diego. Until GA decides that. But this is just an official request for that stuff back, because we do still want to be civil about this.
I want to let everybody know, if I may, I did buy San Diego Occupy.org, so we could use that I found a service called Weebly for, I think it was $60 for a whole year. You get a website going or a blog or both. And that's all we need. We need like 5 pages that explains, like, I don't know, goals and events and what's coming up, and donation page, and we can just keep it simple. And we really don't even need Facebook at that, but anybody can create a Facebook page. We do have that. We can't create that for $60 and not beg somebody to give back the domain name.
Well, we should probably open stack.
Yeah. So with that said, I want to go ahead and open up a concern stack. Where's my stack keeper?
Right. So if you have a concern, raise your hand, and I'll take your name down. One person. Okay. Well, then I won't write your name down because you're just the stack.
There's a clearinghouse website that Ray Lutz opened that's like our own page. Is that being used? Is that used for disseminating information? You know, Ray's site. It seemed pretty professional when I opened it.
Yeah, that's his email blast, and that's still working as far as I understand. And he is still sending out those.
So we can kind of sidestep the whole controversy about which Facebook's the most legit. I always go to the one that has the like 4,000 members, the one that's a lot of people.
But yeah, Facebook is something that's something we can easily like move away from. However, the URL, there's still we still want that URL. We still want the all the information that does belong to Occupy. It does belong to all of us.
So we can mostly use Facebook to keep in touch with our buddies in the Occupy movement ourselves, not necessarily.
Yeah, if we can keep the Facebook, I mean, that's great. This proposal is simply asking for those admin privileges back and all the stuff to go to OSD facilitation, so we can discuss it in GA.
Sounds like a plan. The Facebook just vacuums up your time too if you mess around with a lot. You know, you can spend 4 hours.
Yeah.
Are there anyone else getting stack?
Yeah. I would just like to respectfully request that we hold off on making any kind of GA action to ask them to give us admin privileges and give them the chance to actually do it, because I think that they would just turn up. Like, I don't know. I would like to give them the respect of saying, hey, I don't know who would ask for it. Like, do we have somebody like who's going to be the admin for it?
We wouldn't necessarily have somebody.
Can we back the circle up a little bit so they can get in?
We wouldn't necessarily. Okay. We wouldn't necessarily be asking. We're simply asking for those passwords, the usernames.
But who? Like, who will they be given? You know,
Those will be sent to OSD facilitation. We're going to request that they go to OSD facilitation. And
so that's it. You're just going to say, hey guys, can you give the OSD facilitation?
Yes.
I just don't want to treat them like they wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, we have 10.
Well, okay.
Who's next on stack?
All right, next on stack.
Next on stack?
Right. You're next.
Okay. Have people been asking to get it back personally with them already?
I've personally been asking for the Twitter. I have not asked for the URL yet. I've never met Rick. I honestly haven't. We as members of Occupy San Diego, I think, need to take immediate action, because these people still control what the community own. And they've separated themselves from us, so entirely. They're separating away from OSD entirely, and we just want. We should ask for our stuff.
I have another question. There was another
quick point of clarification to your question. to the previous question, those two individuals just recently made their announcement that they're leaving. So I don't think that there's been enough time yet to go ahead and ask them with the announcement that they're leaving.
My concern is most of the drama that caused them to leave was, you know, back and forth about the access and stuff like that, and they got tired of dealing with it. And also, I have to. There was a new independent Occupy website up, I guess. Independent Media Occupy San Diego, or whatever. It's already up. Is that those two guys, or is there other people in media doing that?
SD Occupy Press is with like Will's thing that he started by himself. But OccupySD.org was purchased by Finance Committee.
I know. But the one that he put back up today, is he still doing that? If he left Occupy San Diego, why is
Did he put it? I checked it about an hour and a half ago, and it was not up.
There was a leak on the Facebook page about it.
The domain names are owned by Jeffrey something. It's I looked it up. I know who owns the domain name. Some guy that I don't even ever see.
Now,
Conversation. Go ahead and finish. You're
Okay,
on
my
site.
last thing, because there was another Occupy Media site up that I went to. I clicked on Facebook, and also Callie has the that's Callie's contact. First, she trusted to keep control of the domain names. Is Callie still with us? Is she still part of? You see, that's the thing we have to. I think all the questions maybe go through Callie and contact with her when you have to do. You know, because Callie, I think Callie be able to solve a lot of the questions about what we need from them that we don't have. He has access to the domain name.
Can we change the proposal then to? Well, I guess that would be a friendly amendment.
Yeah, we should stick to concern stack,
yes,
and then.
Well, that was the last concern.
That was the last concern stack. All right, so with that, can I get somebody facilitation? Tell me out here.
Then it's friendly amendment stack.
Well, after concerns, you do another temperature check, then you ask for friendly amendments. If there's none of those, then you go to consensus.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so can I get a temperature check on the proposal brought forth from crowdstorming that Occupy San Diego Facilitations retake control of all OSD-owned property and technology passwords?
Well, not necessarily, not property. Right now, just passwords and
just
admin
passwords.
privileges.
Technology passwords, and bring them back to OSD Facilitations. Can I get a temperature check on that? Favor? I'm down for it. Okay, so can we go ahead and open up friendly amendment stack?
Anybody with a friendly amendment? 1, hands in the air. 2, anybody else? 3, all right, 3 people.
I would just add on regaining control with the intention of bringing a proposal once they have the control of having someone in charge that we don't have to go through this again.
Yeah.
So a way to avoid this from happening again, because then we just go from one.
Yes.
So not with the intention of facilitation, maintaining control, but having, like we do with finance or something like that.
With the intention of redistributing it. That's is that what you asked?
Redistribute it to the point where we don't have to worry about having to do it again.
With a safety net in place, basically, right?
A safety net like we have in finance.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you accept that friendly amendment?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So the way this works is when he accepts a friendly amendment, the entire proposal goes back to a working group, and then the working group has to bring it back to the GA when it's ready.
Do we need to get the rest of the friendly amendments?
We do. We can hear them, but that's how it's going to work. Okay. Because you accepted it.
Who else had a friendly amendment?
Next is Shrock.
Shrock?
I guess it's not a friendly amendment, but should there be like a time frame of, how many days are we going to hopefully that we get the property back?
I personally don't think that there should be a time frame. The time frame should just be when GA decides that this does no longer represents us, because we do not necessarily have means of taking it back. We just can't do that. We could potentially with the URL, but not with the Twitter account, because I'm fairly certain Gagan started that, and he's maintained control of it. Whoever starts the Twitter account is the owner of the Twitter account. Nope. Gagan's the only one who is in control of the official @OccupySD Twitter account. I'm an admin at OccupySD99, and so is Eugene, and I think so is Michael, and a couple other people. But that only has 162 followers. This other one has 5,800. Like this is our last big way to outreach to a lot of people instantly. And my personal opinion is it's been misused and not necessarily announcing the things that we are actually doing. Like, there's very little about the MLK Candlelight Vigil on there. There's very little about actual OSD action. We need to occasionally, if there is an arrest, there's several hours go by before that's even comes close to being announced on that. So that's my take on it. That's not necessarily part of the proposal, but that's what I have seen as far as the Twitter goes.
So the third friendly amendment was from Fish. Fish.
Fish. I think you went that way. Fish is over there. Come on, fish.
Fish, fish.
Fish, going on.
Fish.
Fish.
We need you.
Fish?
Yeah, he's coming.
We love you. We need you. We can't live without you.
Do you have a friendly amendment to his proposal?
No, I'm not cool as I just got pothead going right now. What were we talking about earlier?
Twitter and the password admin privileges for requesting the back.
Yeah, I heard today that those two left us, and that left me at the kind of decision like, well, if they're leaving us and they're taking our passwords and shit, and they're gonna run around and go do their own thing and go and try and make a name for themselves, like, we need to take that back. Or we need to start a new Facebook. Okay? Cause I'm all about unity and all about that, and that's what this was all about. Getting our Facebook and whatever the hell that was back to Occupy, back so we can get our property back. I don't know. I got pop brain right now. Remember what we were talking about earlier?
The amendment, yes. This is what we're talking about.
Hold on. Point of information.
Point of information. Not that I have been given any sort of admin privileges at the moment, but I was approached by Rick to become one of several admins on the Facebook page. I haven't seen him. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I told him I didn't really want it because it's a basic shitstorm that I don't want to deal with, but I would be willing to do it. So I do know that there is some sort of outreach going on to try and get at least a Facebook page. How long ago was it? Yesterday. So, I still support your amendment, but just as a point of information. Okay, so are there any other friendly amendments? Actually, we're close to friendly amendments stack? Yeah. All right.
No, I don't think it's a friendly amendment, but it's friendly, and I want to say that Family Health Center workers and Cox Cable workers are supporting us.
Can we handle that at personal announcements?
Okay. That's why I said that's not a...
Thank you. Okay, so with that, you accept the friendly amendment?
Bill's friendly amendment, yes.
Friendly amendment. So now it goes back to working group? Yes, the committee? And you guys will re-bring the proposal back to us?
As soon as you can. Like, that's how friendly amendments work. That's the process of friendly amendments.
For an emergency proposal?
Well, because did this come from a committee?
Well, I was saying, I told them that this is an emergency
It did
proposal.
come as an emergency proposal.
Emergency
Now,
response.
we're going to
Okay.
damage, if we don't approve this tonight,
What?
we're going to damage this cause. Wait, great.
Obviously it doesn't necessarily cause any damage, but or at least not that we can predict. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow because this website was taken down today. Point of clarification.
Yeah, like Pat from Finance said, that we haven't had a donation online since January 5th. It does hurt.
And then there's a point of process here.
Yeah, and then so I mean, you are making an emergency proposal. However, you're asking for the facilitation committee to be the ones that take over administration of Facebook. So, are you supposed to take it back to finance committee to discuss how that action is going to take place? You know what I mean? Like that's what I don't know. I'm asking for the process.
I'm not sure. I mean, from the standard model that we have here that was consisted upon before I showed up is vastly different from the model that goes on everywhere else.
Does anybody know? Yeah.
The people who know the process best are not here. I'm a floater in the facilitation committee. I'm not one of the people who goes in and writes things out and so on and so forth.
And I apologize. This is my very first time moderating, so.
Yeah. I would say that it seems to be, it either needs to go to a working group that you set up, or you get with facilitation and hash that out.
We have accepted emergency proposals and proposals with friendly amendments.
Okay.
A temperature check on the proposal with friendly amendments, and then come to call the consensus if it goes through on a temperature check with the friendly amendment.
Okay, well the one thing I do know is it's moderator's choice. So I mean, however you want to do this is
I personally think that given the nature of that, I do believe that we do need to start working on getting our stuff back. Can I get a temperature check on accepting this proposal tonight with the friendly amendment?
I'm down for it.
Do I have anybody? Not so much.
They can't hear you over here. They're asking for a mic check.
Mic check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
Mic check!
Can I take a temperature check? On having the proposal go through tonight. With the addition of. The friendly amendment. All those okay?
All those okay?
Okay. Not so much. Anybody against? Let's go ahead and have a call to consensus. Does everybody remember how a call to consensus works? When I call yes, keep your hand up till you're counted. John, you can count? All right. All those in favor? All those.
Anybody who doesn't want to vote wants to step away.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody who does not want to vote, please step away from the total.
1, 2.
We need to make sure we still, hold on. We need to make sure we still have quorum. Who had a point of process?
Sir.
Who had a point of process over here?
I'm done.
So, those people. Okay, now, those of you who are in favor of the proposal with the amendments, or amendments, put your hand
Everybody
up.
in favor of the proposal with the amendment, please raise your hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Do I have anybody who will abstain but will let the measure pass?
1.
Do I have any no's? Are there any hard blocks? All right, I believe we have consensus.
That's consensus.
We have consensus.
So you're going to work on all that, yeah?
Gotcha.
Now,
all right. We have nothing else from crowdstorming. I'm going to go ahead and close down crowdstorming. At this point, we'll open up to personal announcements.
So anybody who has a personal announcement, put your hand up.
Please see John get on personal announcement stack.
I'll be on
First. And Fish, I'm going to put you down so you can do that.
Yeah.
And we're going to need.
Whoa, Julie. Okay, yeah. Do it first.
We're going to need 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
You're leaving?
You're automatically. Oh, what do you mean? Like you don't show up in the morning?
Like I don't think I want to go if that was like one more guy.
We have a lot of guys going. We need all the women to.
More guys want to go that aren't going.
We've got plenty of people. We've got plenty of people who got some good questions.
Yeah, there's going to be extra cars there. So.
It's just to deal with the van because it is like that's actually paid for my
Yeah. Because I don't.
Have we even done that model yet?
No, not yet. That's why I'm trying to
All
get
right,
it
who
on.
wants to get on personal announcement stack? Raise your hand.
John.
Fish is on there, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? All right, let's go ahead and open up the personal announcement stack.
Okay, first was Ma.
I just want everyone to know that family health centers, which are many workers in the medical field, and Cox communication workers who work for the 1% want Occupy to know that they are supporting Occupy and what they're doing and appreciate what we're doing. All the workers want us to know that they appreciate what we're doing.
Thank you.
All right, next is Eva.
I'm right here. Okay, one thing I keep noticing, and I put something up on OSD Outreach's Google Groups. I put a Google document to share, and I'm happy to share it elsewhere, with time slots for us to occupy the police out front. Every day I see people walking by here asking the cops what's going on here, and that gives the cops the opportunity to be the media for Occupy San Diego and tell them what we're all about and what we're doing here. And so I think that I separated out 35 different shifts all week, 7 days a week, from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., 3-hour shifts each, where we each stand by the cops with some literature and a sign. So if anybody comes to ask the police why we're there, we can intercept and explain to them why Occupy is there.
You said the media asked the cops?
No, I'm saying that people walking by ask the cops why we're here. And then they become the media for Occupy San Diego. The police become.
Why are we talking to
We're not talking to the cops. We're standing where the cops do. So when people want to come and ask about Occupy, we can answer instead of letting the cops answer. So I'd like people to volunteer for shifts to be outreach.
I feel like we're giving them feedback. I mean, if we don't pay them any attention at all.
We're not talking to the cops.
We're not talking to the cops.
Okay, I was out here, I just want to say, and people came by and they said, "What's going on here?" I was just standing near them. All the other occupiers were over here. And so they were about to get schooled on what Occupy is by the two cops. So we need to be, let me finish. We need to be there so when someone cuts up, they don't get the cops' version of what Occupy is. They get our version of what Occupy is.
I agree.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Hold on.
I saw that.
Point of procedure. This is a personal announcement. Dante, if you got a question for Eva on this one, once we wrap up GA, go ahead and take it off line, okay, man? This is personal announcements right now.
So if anybody else would like to have information on getting a shift, being willing to spend 3 hours standing up front doing outreach instead of the police doing it for us, please come see me and I'll get your email down and I'll send you a shift or the shift one.
Is fish next?
Yeah, fish.
Okay. This is the drawing for the names for Long Beach.
We need 5 names.
I need 5 names. So I'm going to draw them out of the hat.
It's from the list.
Okay.
What do you think
Name number 1, Angel.
Angel.
All right.
All right.
Can somebody make sure the Angel
I'm writing.
knows?
I've got all the names down. I'm going to make sure people know.
The second name is Jolly.
Holly.
No, that was definitely Jay. Hey, that's what he told us his name was. So if you know somebody named Jolly.
Michael Ford.
He's not here.
I'm going to put this on Facebook. So
He just doesn't have a Facebook.
James Lawrence.
Yeah.
And then one more. Mark
Stormont.
Mark Stormont.
Okay.
I can get on the phone with Mike Crawford. I'm going for Mike Crawford. I'm going.
So the full list of people who are going: Gonzo, Jason, Paula, Fish, myself, Zenyatta, Jade, Jalissa, Eva, Jari, Angel, Jolly, Michael Ford, James Lawrence, and Mark, however his last name was pronounced, S. Mark S.
Okay, so when is everybody leaving?
Okay, one more time.
Maybe on the listeners.
Storm. One more time. Meet here, 4 o'clock in the morning. Be here, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes.
Okay.
4 in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning. Now, if you still want to go, there are plenty of people who are driving personal vehicles up there. If you show up, maybe somebody will give you a ride. So
How long are we staying?
all day.
Okay. I don't think some of the things are going to show up.
I will be here.
Yeah, go
I'll
ahead,
say
sir.
I'll be here at 4 o'clock in the morning. I've probably got room for at least 3. So if somebody needs a ride, I will be here with you.
I need a ride.
Okay. I'll be
Okay,
here.
one more announcement. There's a good chance some of these people aren't going to show up. So show up anyways, and then we'll take it from there tomorrow morning.
Please show up tomorrow morning.
4 o'clock is right here, right?
What time?
Okay.
4 o'clock. Show up at 4 in the morning.
All right. Are there any other personal announcements?
Question.
I
Does that mean that
have
there won't be a
something to
GA
announce.
tomorrow?
There will be facilitation is here, so I'm
So we're going to have.
So if people are in town, there'll probably be one. It'll be small like this one. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Pick a moderator, and then
Another announcement.
Who wants to be? Oh, go ahead.
Announcement.
Good announcement.
No, you know T-Bow's
I do.
Good.
Okay, we got a bunch of shirts donated, but they need silk screening. We got a guy that's in the movement. I believe his name's Jason. He does a lot of artwork. He brings a big canvas, lays out all the paint stuff. There's a lot of painting here. I don't know this cat's number, and he's disappeared. He was just here yesterday. So he knows about the shirts. I've got them stored with people or whatever. So I'm just trying to find Jason, the art guy. The guy's a white dude, you know, about my height. He's got a beard on and shit or whatever. So does anybody know where he is? Thank you.
Okay. Who wants to be moderator tomorrow? Moderator for tomorrow.
Okay, so I just think if you're going to be here tomorrow, somebody will be here with facilitation. They'll help everybody pick a person tomorrow. I mean, if nobody wants to volunteer.
No.
Can I still get on the van?
He said he has over 3 people.
Yeah, I can get 4 o'clock.
I'll go there.
He's got 3 people there.
All right. So with that said, thank you very much for attending GA.
If you ride a bicycle, Nexus on Facebook, he's a really cool guy. He has Occupy Your Ride.
Yes. Let's close with Solidarity Forever. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Occupation makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Occupation makes us strong. Tuesday the 17th, City College. Bring everything. Bring everything.